Hi everyone and welcome to NameHero.com. In this video tutorial, I want to talk a little bit about the reseller hosting industry and why now is such a great time to be a web hosting reseller and how you can leverage this for your business to make additional money or to create your own business. So for the last 3 years, NameHero has been paving ourselves as the leaders in reseller web hosting, offering resellers the ability to have a high-speed cloud platform to resell to their customers. So back in the early 2000s, web hosting was all the buzz because that's when the internet first started gaining a lot of popularity. A lot of average, everyday, ordinary people started getting the internet in their homes, and it was just this huge buzz. So from about 2000 until 2010, we saw companies, individuals, and tons of businesses get started, but offline businesses specifically started to go online or to have a presence online because they realized if they were going to have any business whatsoever that they were going to need to take advantage of this new medium. Nowadays, here in 2018, almost 2 decades later from the early 2000s, if your website, if your business does not have a website or you don't have a presence online, then it's likely you don't have much of a business anymore. Nowadays, in 2018, we all carry around the internet in our phones. So in our back pockets, essentially. Like right now, I've got my phone in my back pocket. Anywhere I go, I've got the internet at my fingertips. And I use this every single day, regardless if I'm going out to eat or if I'm going to go purchase something. I'm always Googling stuff and looking for the best possible deal or the best reviews, the best experience. So before I go do anything, just this weekend I was working on my yard in between the cold here in Kansas City, and I'm researching the best place to buy mulch in Kansas City, best prices on mulch, best type of mulch to lay, so all this type of stuff. And I'm doing research and I'm finding companies that offer such services or such products, and that's how I make my decision. So because of this, nowadays, it's a huge opportunity to be a reseller web host because now your customers are out there and they're looking for you on their phones every day. If you don't have a website, if you don't have an internet presence, then again, you're not going to, if you're still in business, you're not going to be in business much longer. And that's a hard way to say it, but it's really true. You can do all the television, radio, newspaper advertising, but now it's all online. It's all on Google. It's all on social media, and having a presence is very strong. So let's talk about reseller hosting and what we offer here at NameHero and how we've leveraged our platform to allow other resellers to really capitalize on this opportunity. So right now on your screen is our reseller hosting packages here at NameHero. So those of you watching this video and you don't know what reseller hosting is, I'm going to give it to you here in a nutshell. So with reseller hosting, you purchase packages in bulk from us. You purchase space and bandwidth in bulk from NameHero, and then you resell this to your customers. And so I'll get into a little bit more detail about who those customers are here in just a second. But on your screen right now, you're going to notice we have 3 different packages that make up our reseller packages: our startup, our corporate, and our entrepreneur. Now, our corporate package is the most popular because our corporate package includes a free WHMCS license. So let's go look at the WHMCS. What WHMCS is a web hosting automation and billing system. So it allows your customers to go to your website, sign up for a hosting account, and it sets up everything for you and for them. It sends them their welcome emails. It does their invoicing. It makes sure that it collects a payment each month. If they don't pay, it suspends them automatically. So it takes all the legwork out of you having to do this stuff yourself. It automatically provisions and sets them up. Now, if you go to purchase this at WHMCS.com, you're going to see the cheapest package is $15.95 a month. And so you get this for free at NameHero with our corporate reseller. So for $21.42 a month, you not only get WHMCS, but you also get our infrastructure. And so that's why this is the most popular package. Most resellers, even if they don't use WHMCS right now, they always want that option open to them. The average reseller customer at NameHero is a WordPress or local web developer that is looking to resell space to their customers, mostly as an add-on to their existing services. So right now, if I go down the block and if I spend some time in my car this afternoon or this evening, I could probably sign 10 different hosting customers, 5 guaranteed, 10 if I was really ambitious for the day. And I would do this by approaching businesses and saying, what's your online presence look like? And they might say, well, I've got a website. Well, do you update it? Well, I've got a guy or a gal that does that for me. Well, why can't I be that guy or gal to do that for you? I'm not only going to update your website for you, but I'm going to develop it and design it so it's mobile optimized. I'm going to get you great rankings in Google. I'm going to work on your social media marketing, and I'm going to do all this, and I would give them a package, and I would offer them a package ranging around how much they want me to update, around, from $100 to maybe a couple $100 a month, depending on what they wanted me to do. And included in this, I would offer web hosting to them. So I would say, I'm going to host your website for you. I'm not only going to develop the WordPress site for you, it's going to be mobile optimized. I'm going to handle the hosting, but I'm also going to work on your SEO, and I'm going to also work on your social media. And I bet by the end of the day, if I go do that pitch to at least 20 local businesses, I'll sign 5 of them, and probably on the spot, because if you know anything about me and sales, is that when I want the sale, I go after to get it, and most of the time that happens. And I'm not trying to stroke my ego here. I'm just trying to talk about how people out there, they want everything consolidated. They want it in one spot. And so businesses know nowadays the internet's no longer a maybe, it's a must. They know social media is no longer a maybe, it's a must. They know they need to have a strong presence on the internet and social media if they are to be around. So here in Kansas City, if I just go look at the local businesses that sell mulch, and I say, well, hey, I was Googling for mulch, and here's what came up. I didn't see you, but I could get you to come up if you work with my company. So that's really all the pitch you need, to really coerce someone into signing up with you. So NameHero gives you this backbone structure. So what makes us really attractive to customers is we offer a lot of different services in one. One is we are a high-speed cloud web host. So right now you can go to any business and say, well, who's hosting your website? Well, I've got a guy or gal that does that. Okay, well, who are they using? Who are they using as their backbone? Well, they have a HostGator or GoDaddy account. Well, then they're not using, are they using cloud hosting? I don't know. Are they? Well, a lot of times they'll say, well, I don't know. They host the website. Well, if you're not on the cloud, then you're missing out on SEO speed. Google's already said that they show priority to faster websites. So I'm going to offer you cloud hosting. And if you don't, and they don't have to know anything about tech, but explain it that way, that, hey, if you don't have cloud hosting, you're not going to show up as high in Google as your competitor. And so me being the salesperson I would say, well, I signed your competitor this morning and they're going to be on the cloud. So it's most likely they're going to be outranking you. You want to work with me? And that's my salesmanship. That's kind of the way you want to approach this if you are a reseller host. And that's a huge benefit to the NameHero Cloud, is we developed our platform here to using all top-of-the-line, high-speed cloud infrastructure. And we decided to do this at an affordable rate. See, if you look at my experience working online, I've worked online since '98. So this is going on my 20th year working online. And throughout all my years working online, I've needed a fast host, because all of my websites, and some of them have been content related, some of them been service related, but they've all needed to be fast. And so I developed this cloud infrastructure for my own use about 6 years ago. And so for the last 6 years, I've been using it, but it wasn't really affordable. I was spending at least $300-400 a month on my own infrastructure. So when we built NameHero, offering this type of package at $21 a month is really unheard of in the hosting industry. If you look at the infrastructure and what we're offering, the high-speed cloud hosting, the SSD, solid-state drive storage, the light-speed web server, and along with our extras, we really kind of bundle everything together. So then when you go to your customers, you're going to guarantee them that they're going to have this really fast infrastructure. So let's talk a little bit more about the features, and I want to talk a little bit more about our training at NameHero. So one, about the WHMCS, and if you're not using it right now, maybe you do in the future, and you don't have to. That's why we have 2 other packages without it, because if you say, Ryan, I'm going to handle all the billing myself, I don't need to worry about WHMCS, then you don't have to use it. That's why I have the Startup and Entrepreneur. But if you think, that'd be nice, because you don't only have to use this for web hosting. You can also use this as an invoicing system for your existing business. So let's say you are going to offer social media management, say you're going to offer SEO services, you can use WHMCS as your all-in-one billing platform. It's really, really powerful. And that way you don't have to jack with QuickBooks, and you don't have to jack with a separate PayPal account. WHMCS pulls that all into one, so you can bill your customers as you see fit. If you're recurring billing them, meaning that you're billing them monthly, quarterly, yearly, you can make sure that they get the invoice ahead of time and they pay their bills and their services are active. So it's not just really a a hosting automation system. It's way more powerful than that. It's a whole customer relationship management software package. And again, it's coming free with our corporate reseller account. So, if you're undecided, I'd go with the corporate reseller just so you have it. WHMCS is notorious for changing up their pricing, but at NameHero, we grandfather you in. Right now, the starter license comes with the corporate reseller package. So you're allowed to have 250 customers with the starter package. If you need to upgrade for more customers, then we allow that option too for a discounted rate. So you're free to go to WHMCS and buy it on your own, or you can get it for free at NameHero. So let's talk about another popular feature that we include with our reseller accounts, and that's CloudFlare. So if you don't use CloudFlare, you don't know what CloudFlare is, I'll explain it to you in a nutshell. CloudFlare is a global content delivery network, and so they basically accelerate your website. If you're using CloudFlare, it makes your images load faster, your static resources such as your style sheets, your JavaScript, and everything, it just loads faster. And so on top of the NameHero Cloud, plugging in CloudFlare really accelerates the website. And also, we give you a feature called a CloudFlare Railgun. If you were to go to CloudFlare directly, go to pricing, and you want to buy the Railgun, you have to have their business package, which is $200 a month per domain. So you have to have that to get the Railgun. If I go down here, look, where's the Railgun? I don't know if it's listed on this page or not, but Railgun is only included in the business. It's not in the Pro. They do not have Railgun with the Pro. So that's just another tool. The Railgun is a tool that allows these resources, your images, your JavaScript, your CSS, to pull from the data center closest to the visitor. So let's say that your customer's in Kansas City and they're selling mulch, for example, and their customer goes to their website. Well, CloudFlare has a data center inside of Kansas City, so it's going to pull those images from Kansas City itself, which will actually save them load time. It saves in latency, so it makes their whole site faster. And so that's the benefit to Railgun. And this comes free at NameHero. So if you look down here, you can see free CloudFlare with Railgun, and that's on all of our accounts. It's on our startup, our corporate, and our entrepreneur. So you can go to CloudFlare and sign up for $200 a month per domain, or you get it free at NameHero. So this is why our reseller packages, we say they're loaded with features, because it comes with the WHMCS, comes with the CloudFlare. And your customers, they don't know NameHero is involved. Our reseller web hosting packages are completely white labeled. This means that your customer never sees NameHero. They just see you, and they never deal with us. You only deal with us to buy the space in bulk. Now, let's go to another feature we offer. Let's encrypt. So it's likely that your customers are using SSL certificates, or they know what an SSL certificate is for their website. So this is why Let's Encrypt's popular, because it's a free and automated open certificate authority. Basically, it allows you to have free SSL on your website. So a lot of other web hosts, they charge for this. If you go, I don't know if GoDaddy's offering it for free or not, but they might not. I know HostGator's not yet. So if you go to HostGator and you say, I want SSL on my website, they're going to say, well, you can purchase an SSL certificate from us, but it's going to be like $70 a year or something like that. And I'm just saying that off the top of my head because I'm not sure of their pricing. But a lot of web hosts, they sell these certificates. Well, your customers, as a reseller, your customers, they want this. One, you're going to rank higher in Google. Google announced about 4 years ago that they would start showing websites with SSL higher in the search results and those without in a lower position. Well, just recently, Google's came out and said they're going to take it one step further, that if you don't have SSL on your website, they're going to start showing a warning in Chrome. So now, not only are you going to rank lower in your SEO, you're going to have a warning in Chrome browsers, which a lot of people use Chrome on their phones when they're browsing. So there's another selling point when you're talking to your customers. Say, hey, do you have SSL on your website? Well, what's that? Well, that's a secure socket that protects your visitors and stuff's information. And that's a simple way of putting it. And a lot of them might say, well, no, I don't have that. We can say, well, if you sign up with me, I'll have it set up for you this afternoon, because at NameHero, SSL is free and automatic through Let's Encrypt. You don't have to worry about setting up anything. It just automatically works. But this is the technology that is behind it. And Let's Encrypt's a great project. It's open source and free. And so they really do some amazing things. And you can see their major sponsors have some really big names. Mozilla, Chrome themselves, Cisco. These are all companies that are behind the project to ensure that it's so successful. So that's 3 features, right off the top of the bat that you're getting with us at NameHero that people would have to go to go other places to get it. Instead, we bundle it all at NameHero so you can offer these features to your customers. And I think the SSL certificates is really just a tremendous selling point in itself, because there you go. If you're looking for an easy SEO tip right there, hey, free SSL. You're going to rank higher in your SEO just by adding that to your website. At NameHero, of course, we offer things like free nightly backups, free email accounts and stuff like that. So there's a lot of other features that we allow at NameHero that you might see other places. But I think the biggest ones is our cloud infrastructure, our solid state drives, the light speed web server, which makes your site load really fast, and CloudFlare and SSL. So kind of all those features make the perfect trifecta for the infrastructure for you to resell to your customers. So let's take a look at our training at NameHero, because not only do we want to have you to have these features, we want to arm you with all the tools and resources to help you be successful with reseller hosting, regardless of your experience. So if you've never sold web hosting a day in your life, or you don't even understand it, well, at NameHero, we actually provide some training. Now, it's important to note that just because we offer this training, we can't offer you like step-by-step support on this inside the interface. And that's really important to note, because some people kind of mistake us for business coaches. But that's not the case. We do all this training on our blog and our training center. So if you look right here, and if you're watching this video on YouTube, I'll post this link in the description. That this is our Reseller Hosting 101 course, how to start your online web hosting business. So this will take you step-by-step in a video fashion on how to start your reseller hosting business. So if you don't know anything about reseller hosting, you can go through this course and go through each one of these modules, and you will come out knowing exactly what it is, how it works at NameHero, what WHMCS is, how you can install it and use it, how to build a good-looking website, how to advertise and market your business, and a bunch of other stuff. So we've really spent a lot of time putting this together. So you can, in this post here, it just kind of talks about the course, but it gives you a link here, and there's a link here over here on our blog, enroll for free. So there's links kind of everywhere on the blog to where you can go register for this course. And again, this is free of charge, even if you're not a NameHero customer. We feel like that it's so important to get this education out there that we're giving it away for free. So of course, we'd love to have your business at NameHero. Your trust in your business is not something we take lightly. But if you say, NameHero is not for me, then we still want to give you this training. So it's kind of our gift to you. But this is the course page, and it talks about me here, about my background and stuff, and my qualifications to teach this course. But it's 174 minutes, so it's definitely not something that you're going to get into and do tonight. I don't know, maybe you've got the whole night to dedicate to reseller hosting. But each one of these modules is like a video course, and so you get started on it and it goes step by step. So the cool thing is, once you enroll and register, you can go on your own pace. It's 12 videos, 1 PDF, and 6 presentations. So you can get started, watch a video, pause it, come back to it later, take notes, and you can always go back and reference it, because again, it is free, and once you sign up with an account, then you have the account forever. So that's one of our biggest reseller resources that you can use. We also have a Resell Hero book. It's an ebook that I published about 2 years ago. It's called The Quick Start Guide to Making Money Reselling Web Hosting. So maybe if you like to read, you can print this out and you can read this and then come back and do the course too, or you can do the course and read it. There's really no specific order. It's just a supplement to the course. And you can see this has a couple different chapters. Why reseller hosting, how to set up your account, how to prepare your business, how to run your business, the marketing and advertising aspect, and then the path forward. What do you do when you need to hire? How do you grow? How do you make connections and networking in the industry? So just another free resource, and you can go to our blog and download it here. And I've got a link right here too on the right side of every blog post that takes you to our opt-in page. So just another place you can put your name and email and get the full copy of the book. So you've got several different ways that you can download that resource. It's also linked up here under resources, Resell Hero right here. So that and the course are two very valuable resources that you should use. I am working for 2018 an updated book. Now last year, 2017 was the year of the course. This year is going to be a revised vision of Resell Hero. It's going to be awesome. I hope to have it out this summer though. But still, these resources are great, and they don't, as some of the screenshots might get outdated, really the method behind it just never gets outdated. It just evolves. So it's definitely good to use these resources, whatever the time is that you are reaching out for them. Another video we have on our blog is I teamed up with someone in the WordPress community named Daryl Wilson. And Daryl Wilson has this very large YouTube following, YouTube channel. And me and him did a tutorial together on how to start a web hosting business with WordPress. And so we talk about how you can make your own website with WordPress, your own hosting website with WordPress, and then use WHMCS to create a hosting business around it. It's a very, very in-depth tutorial. I mean, you can see it's over 3 hours long in itself. And again, this is 100% free and on YouTube. If you click this, you'll go to YouTube and you can see. And so far, as of this date, we have helped 65,893 people, get started with their reseller hosting business. So this has certainly went viral. My friend Daryl here, he's over 65,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. So he is the real deal. And Daryl also has a special discount if you check out his link there. So just another resource that you can get on and you can go through all of this. And just a very in-depth video tutorial on how to start your web hosting business. And it goes through everything. What I really like about this too is it talks about step-by-step installing WHMCS. And I'm on the video for the good portion of this. And I tell you exactly, here's how you install WHMCS. Now, after you install it, here's how you configure it. So literally, from the beginning to the end of the video, you'll see me set up a live website. You'll see me actually set it up. And so you can follow along step by step. So you've got the course, you've got the book, and you've got this video. So with all three of these resources, regardless of your experience, you should be well on your way after all three of these. If you really do them, put the work in, that you'll know everything you need to know about reselling web hosting and how you go about it. And I dare to say you'd probably be closer to an expert after you go through all the material. People pay hundreds of thousands of dollars each year to go to college and fancy degrees. Well, this is a degree you get for free. Buy a reseller package for what, $21 a month. Use the education and then use it to really catapult your business. And NameHero, that's one of the most humbling things about running NameHero is I got to hear the success stories. I got to hear about the people that fresh out of college, looking for extra ways to supplement income, or the web developer that was, just doing web design and wanted to add an additional income stream and get involved in web hosting. So these stories in themselves are very inspiring about how people have leveraged this training to really create special businesses. And that's probably the most rewarding thing of my position at NameHero is being able to hear the successes of this. So check out these three resources. Check out our reseller packages. If you're not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well and our Facebook page, just because it helps you stay up to date with these. As we get more resources put out, you'll be notified as long as you're subscribed to these channels. If you're not subscribed, then you don't know unless you just frequently check back. But that way you're in the know about when we release this material. Now, let's talk for a second about what people are searching for on the internet in the first place. So, a long time ago, people would type in web hosting into Google, and look for a web host. Well, a lot of your customers nowadays, they're not really thinking of web hosting. Web hosting's kind of an outdated term. It's not an outdated service, but people aren't really specifically searching for web hosting. So on the screen now is just some Google Trends about what people are searching for. So look, I typed in social media, and this is right here, SEO, website, WordPress, and domain. So you can see, and if we go down here, I'll show you the interest per region, what people are typing in. So let's just talk about the United States and Canada for a second. People are just typing in website by far. It trumps all this other stuff. Website is what they're typing in Google. So if they go to Google, what are they seeing when they type in website? They just type in website. Well, Squarespace. Here's how to build your website simply. Wix, here's how to create your website. Got a review website, got another review website, got website.com, got Wix again, got Squarespace. How can I create a website? What is an example of a website? How much does it cost? What do I do to make a website? Then the Wikipedia stuff. So you kind of look at these results, and Google's known for relevancy, so you can kind of see what people are looking for if you actually search for the term. Everyone wants a website. from your individuals that just want to blog, to your small businesses, to your entrepreneurs, to your startups, to your big brands, to your mom and pop feed shops, to your mom and pop restaurants, to your local restaurants, to your corporate chain restaurants. Everyone wants a website. Everyone needs a website. Yes, Facebook's a great social media platform. Twitter's a great social media platform. People still need their own website to connect all those channels together. It's something that will never, ever, ever go away as long as the internet is around. Companies, businesses, people are always going to have a website in some capacity or another. Things might change how they communicate in those websites, but the fact of the matter is everyone's always going to have that. And so that's why now is a better time than ever to get in the reseller hosting space, because we're really hitting a point in time where all this stuff's coming together. This technology is like evolving rapidly, but it's really coming together to where now the internet's not a thing you have in your room, in one room on the computer. The internet's a thing that everyone nowadays, as early as 8, 9, 10 years old, are having phones nowadays. It blows my mind. But I've got an 11-year-old and she's got an iPod. Not allowed to get a phone yet, but has an iPod, so she essentially has the internet almost everywhere she goes. There's Wi-Fi, and if you know about Wi-Fi, it's pretty much everywhere nowadays. So the consumers are starting at that young of an age of having the internet in their pockets. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was 10 years old, when I was 13 years old when I got started online, but when I was 10 years old, I didn't have the internet in my pocket. I didn't have the internet in my pocket until 2008. So it's only been 10 years only, but 10 years that I've had the internet in my pocket. But nowadays, it's like an essential tool that I use every day. It's like my toothbrush. I mean, really, think about that. I brush my teeth twice a day at least, but I use my phone how many times a day to do my research? I use the example of buying mulch this weekend. If I go out to dinner tonight, which I'm probably not, but if I was going out to dinner, I would be Googling the restaurant I'm going to or the type of food I'm wanting, and I would begin my research process. If I'm going to go to the store to buy items for dinner, I might very well type those items into my phone to find out what stores running the sales or what the item looks like or more about the item. I might type in a recipe that I'm going to cook for dinner tonight. My phone now is a resource that I put up there with my toothbrush. Now, I would have never said that 10 years ago. 2008, when the iPhone just first came out, it was kind of prehistoric still. It worked, but it wasn't as fast as it is now. And a lot of websites look like garbage on it. But nowadays, everyone has to optimize for it because everyone's on it. So let that sink in as you're watching this video, as you ponder what I'm saying today in this video. Really think about what people are doing on their Google searches and what they're doing and how they're using the internet to really make their decision before they walk into a business. Television's a great medium, of course, radio, newspapers, but nothing, absolutely nothing compares to the internet and really the research and the information it allows companies to put out about themselves. So you as a reseller, our resellers at NameHero, I really hope that you're actually getting yourself out there. You're going to these businesses and you're getting them to sign up with you and leverage these features we're giving you at NameHero to sell. You're going to sell them on how fast is your website? Well, I don't know. Well, who hosts your website? Well, I've got a guy or gal that does that for me. Set up a speed test for them. Do a speed test and see what's happening. Show them the speed that you can change it to. I mean, you really have to get out there and sell them, and they will buy. They will buy from you. And using the NameHero Cloud, the free SSL, the free CloudFlare, bundle and save. Use that to your advantage. If I was to start over all tomorrow, if I woke up tomorrow morning and I had no business online and I had nothing else, and they'd say, Ryan, where do you start? Well, I would start going out to local businesses. I would start developing their website with WordPress. I would mobile optimize it. I would sell them web hosting. I would set them up using CloudFlare. I'd set up their SSL. I'd set up their Facebook page. I'd set up their LinkedIn, their Twitter, and their YouTube. And I would also come to their office, help them film their YouTube for an additional fee. But this is what I would do to start building my own business if I start from the ground up tomorrow. So those of you that are not even offering this type of service now, think about it. Think about what I just said, that I use my phone more than I use my toothbrush. I'm the average everyday consumer, and not just me. Everyone is doing this, not just in the United States either, around the globe. And so if your customer can realize that, if the customer that owns a local feed shop selling mulch, selling feed, if they can realize that their customers are looking on their phone before they come in, then they'll begin to realize how important it is that they have a fast, mobile-optimized SEO website to get in front of their customers. So I hope this video helps you. I hope it motivates you to really get going this year. 2017 was a tremendous year for us. We had thousands of resellers join us on the platform. So and 2018 is off to just a tremendous start. And again, I credit that to kind of all the technologies and stuff kind of coming together. So I'm going to put all these training resources together. I'm going to put together a nice little blog post and put it on the blog. And I will link to that in this YouTube video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just scroll down, click the link, and then you can follow that and follow that training material to make sure you're getting it all. Also, if you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way that you are notified when more training and stuff like this comes out. So, you're in the know first and you have the information as it comes out. And also appreciate a thumbs up. If you enjoy this video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. If I didn't help you out, you don't like it, and I understand, give me the thumbs down, but I appreciate the thumbs up. But also, you keep watching our channel here. There's tons of information, not just of reseller hosting. I do a lot of WordPress videos as well, because what I found running NameHero with thousands of websites, we have over 20,000 websites on our platform now, that 95 to 98% of those 20,000 websites use WordPress in at least some capacity, meaning some of them might not use it for their whole content management system, but some of them may just use it for their blog. So because of that, it's important for you, the reseller, to understand WordPress and understand the ins and outs to it. So if you look on our blog, you're going to notice like all kinds of troubleshooting things for WordPress, like how to fix an error establishing a database connection, because these tools will help you with your customers. They will help you fix your customers' websites. And of course, our support team's here to help you, but you have hundreds of pages of blog content to help you with almost anything that you can think of. And that's the purpose of our blog here at NameHero, is to really help you help your customers and to help your own website. So really, if you don't know anything about WordPress, you're not a technical person, we really try to break down everything on our blog for you in very simple terms so you can do all this stuff yourself. So let us know if you have any questions. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them on this video. We certainly value feedback, and I'll try to reply to as many of them as I can. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks for using NameHero's reseller hosting. We pride ourselves in being the leaders in reseller hosting, and we greatly look forward to serving your business. If you're already a customer, we greatly look forward to extending our relationship with you and to helping you run your web hosting company with ease. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.